Welcome on into the show today. I am Jessa Jeremiah, and I can't wait for you to watch the episode because we have all kinds of fun things happening. The first of which is we're going to talk a little bit about history and what is happening in Ridgeland. You may not know that historically Ridgeland is known as the gateway to the Lowcountry, and here to share a little bit more about that is, of course, we have to have the mayor. We've got him on the couch here. Mayor of Ridgeland, Joey Malphrus, is here. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good to be here.
A ton to talk about. We got to squeeze it all in because it's so exciting to share what's going on.
It's a great time.
And there's a little bit of history to talk about, and most notably, of course, Revolutionary history, Civil War history. Right. Tell us a little bit about that aspect.
We've got several historic, significant Civil War sites there in and near Ridgeland. Probably the most prominent, the most known is the Honey Hill battlefield site. And the town has recently acquired that area, and we're improving it and hoping to make it available to the public pretty soon.
Yeah, that's wonderful. One of the things you shared with me on the break, actually, before the show started, is Ridgeland actually used to go by a different name. You may not have known that.
Exactly, yeah. I'm not sure how well it's known now, but in terms of it was originally called Gopher Hill, named after a gopher tortoise. And the story that I always heard was that the railroad didn't want to list Gopher Hill as one of their stops after a depot was became built there, and so it was, and later became known as Ridgeland, incorporated as Ridgeland.
There you go, something to tell your friends when you have a little trivia night. Speaking of history, you actually have a deep history with Ridgeland. You grew up there.
I've been fortunate. I was been there all my life. I was fortunate enough to get elected mayor when I was 25 years old. And I served as mayor. I was probate judge for a few years and then retired and then got elected mayor again. So I've been fortunate enough to be in political office for a little over 30 or so years.
Congratulations. What a career you've had for the town of Ridgeland. And there's a lot really happening, attributed to your work and your team's work. There's some great developments coming. Let's touch on a little bit of the planning and development side of what's going on in the community.
We've got one of the good things that we're proud of now that we're excited about. The town recently acquired, it was a former restaurant and it's on a lake. And we had originally, when I was mayor back in the 90s, we'd purchased some property and we built a nature trail there, but we didn't own the lake, and so a few years ago we acquired the building and the lake and some other property more recently. So we have over 30 acres contiguous in the heart of Ridgeland. We're really excited about our Lakeside Community Center. The public's been getting great use out of it.
That's wonderful. And another reason to visit or maybe even relocate, you have it's got that small town charm, but there's a lot going on outside. You've got some great restaurants, trails, hunting, fishing, tennis, golf, you name it. It's a great spot. We
just think we're in a great location. We're close, of course, to Bluffton, Beaufort, Savannah, Hilton Head. We just think we're in a great location. We're glad to see so many good things happening to our neighbors, those cities that I mentioned and others in the area, and we just think we're in a great spot and it's a great time.
And before we head to break, a congratulations is in order because recently, here in 2022, the town of Ridgeland has been named in the top 20 of the safest cities to live in South Carolina. Why is that?
I think public safety is government, in my opinion, most important function, and it's very important to us especially. And we have great folks in our police department, our fire department. We're just very fortunate to have just hardworking, dedicated public servants.
Yeah, well, congrats on all your hard work, your success, and I encourage our viewers to look at the website for the town of Ridgeland. There's a lot happening. You could really kind of learn a little bit more about the history we spoke about today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
We sure do appreciate it. Mayor Joey Malphrus. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and we will be right back.